Well, guys, the Time Warner Cable Saga continues today. I mentioned a couple times that I'm having issues getting service from Time Warner Cable at my new apartment. And it has an issue with their relationship with the maintenance people, and how maintenance is supposed to do part of the process and they're supposed to do the other part of the process. And it's this whole mess of a thing. And I have such a cold right now, it's killing me. And I'm just fed up with this, because it's I went to take... Sorry, I was distracted by a shiny object. And I'm also eating a lemon drop. I went to take some of my equipment back because I was carrying my sister and my brother-in-law on my cable account at my last house, and they were paying for it and stuff, you know, but it was this whole thing. And anyway, I don't need the 2 boxes they were using anymore, the 2 cable boxes. So I went to take them back and to schedule another cable dispatch with like a manager or something, someone who would actually know what they were talking about. And so it would have been the 3rd now. And I find out from the desk lady, the whatever you call them, the receptionist or whatever, at the cable store in the mall, that basically it looks like maintenance for my apartment complex contacted cable and scheduled a day for them to come out and do their part, and then for cable to come out afterwards without discussing it with me at all. And I know you guys don't know me very well yet, because I just started doing this, and nobody probably watches these anyway, but that is totally unacceptable to me. I'm sorry. I'm glad that they're finally getting their act together and talking to each other and stuff, but when it's my apartment that we're dealing with, there's weird glare on the screen. There we go. When it's my apartment they're dealing with, and it's my cable service they're dealing with, I expect to be told about what's going on. I expect to be kept appraised of the situation. And it's not just that. That's not all of it. But they scheduled it for January the 8th and January the 9th. January 8th for the maintenance request, and then January 9th for cable to come out. First of all, I'm not going to be available on those days, most likely. I actually have a life. I have to actually plan around when cable comes out here. And then there's also the issue of, what? That's a month from now. Are you kidding me? That'll be almost 2 months that I was living in this apartment without a service that I was promised in my lease would be available. That is utterly unacceptable to me. So I'm trying to talk with my landlady now to see if we can get any of this taken care of sooner than a month from now. I mean, geez. That's just terrible. If we can, that's great. If we can't, I mean, I'm a rational human being, so I'll deal with it. But it doesn't make sense to me. So what I'm actually doing right now, what I'm actually going to do right now, is I'm gonna go out to the spot where the cable wire comes up through the crawl space. I'm going to try to pull it up through the crawl space myself. Because if I can do that, then maintenance has nothing to do except to come out and fix some leaky pipes, which are not causing me any problem at the moment. That's a whole other thing. But maintenance will have nothing to do regarding cable service. So I'll just be able to schedule a time maybe this weekend for a cable technician to come out and hook up my cable and give me some cable and some splitters for the cable so that I can run to my other devices. I don't want them in my house, my apartment. I don't want to talk to them at this point. I'm done. I'm just done with it. I'll get over it, of course, because once I have cable, I'll have internet and I'll be watching television and I'll get myself all happy again. But right now, I'm just so fed up with cable. I don't even know, man. It's a whole thing that I'm having trouble articulating how frustrated I am at the moment. And it's not that I blame Time Warner Cable. It's not that I blame the maintenance staff at this apartment complex. I understand that issues happen, miscommunications happen. The apartment complex is very recently under new management. I'm sure that had to do with it. And the manager's great. She's just so freaking busy. Like, so busy. She's the only person who works here other than the maintenance staff. She can't work weekends because, well, she can't leave the office open on weekends because she doesn't have any additional staff to come in on the weekends and work. If I had any training doing what she does, I'd offer to work for her a couple hours every weekend. But she hardly has any time to get back to anyone when they call. I've never even seen the maintenance people around here. I met one of them once for about 5 minutes. But I know for a fact that she has some issues keeping things going because she's the only person who works here, and I feel for her. I really do. That doesn't give her any right to, or the maintenance staff any right to schedule a maintenance request for a specific date without talking to me first. And I'm repeating things I've already said, and that's not conducive to normal conversation. And this is a vlog. It's supposed to be like a conversation, at least from what I understand. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm getting better at this, I think. I haven't had to restate anything yet because I did a poor job of enunciating. So that's something. But again, I don't have internet, so it's going to be even longer before these are actually posted. Today is the 11th of November, or December, I mean. Just for posterity's sake. But yeah, bye. So I am sitting here watching an episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine on DVD because I don't have cable. And I was thinking about something I said earlier in what will be this video, because I'm going to edit these two together, that you guys don't know me much yet, so I figured, I'll just give you some information about me briefly. My favorite color is green, because I like natural stuff, I like nature. I actually like to one day do something to help campaign to protect and preserve nature or whatnot. I'll never have the dedication to be like an activist or whatever, but, donate, maybe go do a couple things, I really love wolves. I love wolves. I love dogs too, but wolves are just amazing. I keep hearing these stories about how wolves can be hunted now in the United States. Sorry, I'm also eating dinner. How wolves can be hunted now in the United States in places where they couldn't before. And it makes me physically ill. It makes me sad because I love them. My favorite food is probably pizza or Chinese. I'm very much a bachelor. I really like Chinese food. I see. I've never been able to really pick a favorite food because I really like the flavors of things. And I really like to try out different flavors and textures. I'm kind of an amateur chef, and I guess it comes with that. So I would be willing to try pretty much any food at least once. And I really like a lot of different things. So just forget that one. We'll get back to that one if ever I decide on something. Let's see, what else? My favorite song is probably either Wonderwall. I don't know who it's by. I just remember hearing it a lot. I don't know if it was like the late 90s or a little later than that, but Wonderwall. Or The Rainbow Connection by Jim Henson. Written and recorded for the first act of the original Muppet movie, of all things. I loved the Muppets when I was a kid. I loved that movie. Just recently saw it again. I ordered it from Netflix. And that song, it's about, for those of you who don't know, Jim Henson was a very optimistic person. He was he's one of my heroes. Because he genuinely believed that there was still magic in the world. That there was magic in the world. Like, he was one of those people who would be out walking and see a rainbow. And just for the hell of it, he would start walking towards the perceived end of the rainbow, hoping that he would meet a leprechaun at the end. He was that kind of guy, you know? And that's the kind of guy I try to be because, I figure I'm getting sappy here. I figure if you believe that the world can be that magical a place, if you believe hard enough, you will at the very least make the world a little better for yourself and the people around you until you forget about it and start living your life more normally again. And I'll never be like a hero in the military or a fireman or a cop or anything like that. So I kind of figure, believing that the world can be a better place, that's the best way I have to make it a better place. Sorry, this cold is killing me. But yeah, I'm getting super emotional, so I'm going to stop there on the song bit. I play green-white in Magic the Gathering. Sometimes green-black, sometimes green-white-black, if I can pull it off. Never white-black. Never blue or red. And I play as a druid. I'm a casual player. I play as a druid. I play beasts and other animals and natural stuff, vines and plants and like I love the Ravnica block and the new Ravnica block, not quite as much, but a little bit. And I like the all the wolf themed stuff in like Innistrad and stuff. I'm actually trying to build a whole wolf themed deck. Right now, because I'm just getting into the game again, I'm playing the new Selesnya guild populate mechanic. Though I'm thinking, because I don't like the centaurs now that they got in it, I like the saprolings better because they were plants. I might try to combine the old Ravnica block with the new one, see if that works out. it'll probably bomb horribly. But still, it's my thing, so whatever. I write some bad fan fiction. It's not really fan fiction because it's not like taking the old characters from the various shows and stories that I watch and read and just kind of making them do what I want for whatever. I write original flavor, which means I try to keep it as close to the original material as possible. And I write new stories with new characters within the same kind of universe as the actual story. Try to contribute to that world without actually infringing on the original writer's ideas. You could call them like spin-off series, I guess. I draw comics. Not very good comics. I'm working on a web comic. I'm also working on an illustrated fantasy story based on the Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I play with my sidekicks. I like to walk in the woods. I love science fiction. I love sitting down and watching a really ridiculous episode of like Star Trek or something with really ridiculous out there scientific stuff in it and trying to reconcile it with actual scientific fact. No matter how impossible it is. I think it's a lot of fun. I could probably be a good scientist if I tried, but I don't have the patience. But I'm a science enthusiast. I like to read about it. I have a basic understanding of a lot of scientific principles. Very basic, but enough that I can follow along and I enjoy it enough. What else? I really like mythology. But it's so old and outdated anymore. So I really like, recently, Rick Riordan's, I think I'm saying that right, Riordan's various mythology-based book series for young adults. I'm not much into adult fiction, I'll tell you that now. I don't mean like porno or whatever, but like fiction made for adult readers. I like young adult fiction. It's a little more hopeful, a little more dramatic, a little more fun, I guess. It's not quite as realistic, so it's not quite as depressing. It's more of an escape, I think. I love fantasy in general. What else? My favorite book, favorite individual book, is, it's either pronounced Sabriel or Sabriel. I haven't been able to find something definitive. I like Sabriel better, by Garth Nix. It's my favorite individual book. My favorite series of books is probably a toss-up between the original Percy Jackson and the Olympians series. There's a new series with some of the same characters. It's not that one, it's the original one. Or the Animorphs series. I like manga. I hate movies that butcher great characters. Like, I hated the Percy Jackson movie. Utter crap. What else? Batman's better than Superman. I actually enjoyed most of Star Wars Episode 2 and most of Star Wars Episode 3. I know, someone's probably going to try and assassinate me now. But I thought they were decent enough movies. I just don't think they were decent enough Star Wars movies. And as far as I'm concerned, Episode 1 didn't happen. I like stuffed animals, even though I'm a dude. That's really all I can think of right now, but some of that's pretty personal stuff, so I think that's good enough for now. Oh, I've met Patrick Stewart and Eliza Dushku from Dollhouse and Buffy and stuff. Both of them were very cool.
I love classic furniture, design, flat finish, silver highlights.
Yeah, so I'll talk to you later.